We are back right here on Gone Fishkin, and I am very stoked right now because I just happened to post a product on Instagram that I happen to consume to help me sleep. Turns out we're connected.
Hell yeah, we are.
I'm very stoked right now because we have Kelly and Josh from Kinslips live in studio right now. What's up?
What's going on? Thanks for having us here.
Yeah,
No
thank
problem.
you. This is
Thank
awesome.
you for coming down to North Hollywood.
Anytime. Always
Hell
happy
yeah.
to hang out with Fishkin.
Oh, awesome. So I'm very stoked to have you guys here. One, because I've been a fan of Kelly's photography for a while now.
Thank you.
And I've been a fan of Josh's product for like about a month now.
Awesome.
Sweet. So let's
There's
just
some power in that fandom.
Exactly. I got both of you from two different things of being a fan of.
That's awesome.
Nice.
It was meant to be.
What a great job I have.
I know. I can't believe we haven't met until now.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Insane.
It's awesome.
So I'm very stoked you guys are here to talk about Kinslips because this is a very unique product that I have never seen before. And if you listen to my show / follow me on socials, you know I am a very big fan of cannabis-related products for both the medicinal reason and the recreational reason. A lot of times a medicinal more so than a recreational, but you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, we lump it into this group of wellness products. That way you don't have to make a determination ahead of time.
Yeah, so I'm going to try a little bit of everything. I've tried drinks, I've tried brownies, cookies, gummies, topical things. Someone gave me a THC condom once. I didn't use that one. I was a little weirded out by that one.
Probably feels good.
Was it supposed to be for you or for her?
Judging by the shape, I think it was me. There wasn't really a description on there. Or
I guess I just wonder which side of it the cannabis was on.
Yeah, so
Maybe both sides.
Maybe both sides.
Just lubed up with cannabis.
I'll let you know after my wedding night how that goes. So,
Saving it for a special occasion.
yes.
Amen.
So this is a very unique product because it's unlike any of that. It's like a very nice like strip that you could just put under your tongue that dissolves. And I found out through like tinctures and stuff that when you put it under your tongue, it absorbs through your bloodstream a lot quicker. So like I had breath mints and stuff. I'd put them under my tongue. But this, it's meant to go under your tongue.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so it takes advantage of this really special membrane that's underneath your tongue. And this membrane has all these holes in it that connect directly to your bloodstream. So if you formulate a product properly and you put it on top of that membrane, it can transfer a drug really efficiently into your bloodstream. So it's used in the pharmaceutical industry, it's used in the naturopathic industry, and we're the first company to bring this specific delivery method to cannabis.
Awesome. And you guys have 4 blends, which are currently right in front of us for those who are visually watching us. For those who are audio watching us, we are all dressed in suits right now.
Yep, we look really sharp.
Yes, very sharp, very great.
True.
So talk about the different blends a little bit because these, you kind of cover it all. You have like a sativa product, which I hear rumors of are great for photo editing, as per Instagram.
Yep. I love a cloudbuster for photo editing. We have 2 THC blends. That's cloudbuster and float on. Cloudbuster is that creative energy and focus. I'm a pretty attention deficit person, so I actually thought that I would like the 10 milligram better, but I like our microdose product, the 5 mil. And the beauty of the 10 mil is you can just split it in half and then you have 2 5s. And it's a little less wasteful that way too. I always like to talk about that. So yeah, Cloudbuster is my favorite for editing. Float on is great for if you're just coming home and you need to relax, chill on the couch, maybe sit by the pool, just kind of levels you out a little bit. And then we have 2 non-psychoactive products. We've got Park Life, that's our CBD 10-to-1, actually technically 10-to-1 CBD THC blend, and I love that one for my Monday morning anxiety. I feel like I always have a problem, like, I gotta make my to-do list.
Right.
I just have so much to do.
Oh, shit, there's another week happening.
Oh my God, I gotta chill out. Yeah, so Park Life's great for that. And then Shut Eye is our newest blend. That's CBN and CBD. That's the one that you were connected to us through. So that one's been awesome. A lot of people that have sleep issues have reported amazing results with Shut Eye. So it's been really awesome to see how it's helped people. So yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, the
Did
goal
I
is
miss
to
anything?
No, that's perfect.
Great.
The goal is to have blends available for sort of everything that you would want to do in life and help kind of enhance your lifestyle and not demand a lifestyle like a lot of cannabis products do.
how do I sign up to be a test rat?
You just have to know me. I'm the keeper of all the samples, so I got you.
Nice. It's like, it's more heavily guarded than the Big Mac sauce recipe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're very serious about protecting how we make this product.
Yeah.
Super serious about it.
So since you mentioned the CBD product saying it was non-psychoactive, but you said it's a 10-to-1, it brings up something that I would finally love to talk about publicly with people who know about it. So all these CBD products coming out that are just CBD, in my opinion, don't do much. You need the slightest bit of THC to activate the CBD chemical to actually have the medicinal effects on you. So talk about like going through that and not being able to say it's a pure CBD, but like it's a CBD product that'll work.
Right. So there's this concept that gets thrown around a lot called the entourage effect. And the underlying concept of it is that you, just like you said, you need a little bit of THC to activate the CBD. It's not quite that simple, and it's not exactly that well understood how it works. We've done CBD products before and tested them out without any THC in them, just by adding plant-derived terpenes in there, which are the other compounds in the cannabis plant that sort of give each strain or blend their unique specific effects. And you can get a very, very effective CBD product without any THC in it just by adding terpenes back into it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's about taking kind of each cannabinoid or terpene on their own has somewhat of a flat and narrow effect, but when you start to combine them together, just like a painting or something with a bunch of different colors in it, you can create something that's very unique and very specific.
Dope. Now I know a whole lot more, which is awesome. And now you mentioned terpenes, and I know like different terpenes do have different triggering effects on your brain. Like generally, like a citrusy one will wake you up, like a lavender put you to sleep type thing.
Yep.
Now, did you have like specific flavors in mind when you did it? Because I've only tried cloudbuster. Won't lie. Wouldn't eat it for the taste.
Definitely. Yeah.
It's okay. We're super aware of this.
The effects are great.
Yeah.
They're all natural, vegan, and plant-based, so there's that. But Kirby can describe the scientific aspect.
So this product is never designed to be like a super tasty product.
Okay.
There's very little space inside the strip itself to add flavoring, and we focus on making sure that it's going to be very effective first, rather than taste good. We could make it taste good, but it wouldn't be plant-based at that point, and it wouldn't be all natural. We'd have to put a bunch of weird shit into it, and we're not going to do that.
Love that.
Yeah. And so what we do is we focus on these effects first, and we build out this effect profile by layering on cannabinoids and terpenes. And then we look at those terpenes that are in there and look at other foods and herbs and fruits that might already have those in them and layer those flavors on top of it. So it kind of mutes out the botanical, earthy feel to it, but it's not going to taste like a blow pop or something. It's not candy.
And it helps if you really keep it under your tongue. It can be hard. Like a lot of people will just pop one and be like, it tastes good. And then it's like all over their mouth. And then it hits you more like an edible if you take it that way. So it's really, really important to try and maybe take like 10 deep breaths or something. Just have a Zen moment right after you put it under your tongue. And that'll also help with the like little spicy aftertaste.
Yeah.
For sure. And I've folded it up and put it under my tongue just so it's like smaller and easier to keep under the tongue.
Oh, okay.
That seems to work. Okay. And which is very awesome too. Now, with these, you both come from a musical background, and obviously like music and weed and cannabis have always kind of went hand in hand. Some negative stereotypes from different parts of the world, country, whatever.
Right.
But a lot of very positive ones, because obviously musicians' brains are, and any artistic person's brains is going a whole lot faster than anyone else. So talk about coming from a musical background and possibly designing a product to kind of cater to the artist, because I kind of feel like just judging by the descriptions and how you guys have talked about it, it's very arts derived and very arts targeted.
Yeah, absolutely. So with creativity, as anybody who does anything creative knows, you need to be in a really specific mindset for a certain amount of time to really get anything done. It's not something where you can just kind of like dive into it at any one moment. And so the whole idea behind this product was, especially with Cloudbuster, which is really our creativity blend, was to create something that an artist or a creative person could use to get into that mindset right away, reliably every single time. And they don't have to worry about about, okay, I bought weed from my guy up the street, and I don't know what it is this week, and hopefully it makes me write a cool song or make a cool painting or take awesome photos.
And I'm not inhaling a bunch of pesticides.
Yeah, that also is true.
Yeah, now that's a very good point to bring up too, because now in the world of where it's being legalized almost everywhere in America and parts of the world, I see it like every day on like Snapchat. I follow Cheddar, and they always have weed news where it's like, this country has now legalized industrial hemp and on the way to blah, blah, blah.
You're going to see us on there next week or the week after maybe.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not sure what it is, but yeah.
So talk about how important it was to make a product that you don't have to inhale and hurt your throat, because someone might have smoked bunch last night and his throat definitely hurts a little bit. Don't know who that is. Like, and it was just a vape too to help sleep.
Oh yeah, and then you get like the goo in your throat,
Yeah, it
and
gets all dry and scratchy back there.
So talk about like just having a product you could ingest like this, and how it may help a lot more people get into the world of cannabis and see the medicinal effects, because they're not inhaling anything. It's literally just a strip that goes under your tongue.
Yeah, totally. So that was one of the problems that we set out to solve with this product. We saw kind of two major issues with the way the market was developing, specifically with new consumers who were coming in now that it's legal and the stigma's going away, and everyone's grandma's trying weed now, so it's not like a weird thing to do anymore.
I shouldn't say this, but I brought my grandma some cloudbusters in New York.
Yeah, we have a pretty high acceptance rate with parents and grandparents overall.
we are a gateway product for sure, especially now with Shut Eye.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time until they move on to the THC blends.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Shut Eye's the one I had.
Yeah,
Shut Eye's
Shut Eye.
Not Cloudbuster.
Shut Eye's the sleepy one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Cloudbuster is the opposite of Shut Eye.
Yeah, but
Ironically enough, with the name, I was like, yeah, I'm busted. Their clouds pass it out.
it's supposed to invoke an imagery of like breaking up clouds and getting clear. And,
Oh, okay.
Like,
Getting shit done.
Yeah, not
Exactly.
sleeping on a cloud.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But to go back to your question, when new consumers come into the marketplace, most of them don't like to smoke or inhale anything. They're generally not out there like puffing on jewels all day or like smoking cigarettes. So they're not going to start smoking to use cannabis. It's not something most people are going to do. And so what they'll do is they'll try edibles. They'll go and try a gummy or a brownie or something. And what you learn really quickly is that those products don't really work the way people expect them to. They take way too long to kick in, usually like 1 to 2 hours. And because of the way your body processes THC specifically through your digestive system, the effects are really unpredictable. You can't have a predictable experience from an edible. And so what ultimately ends up happening is people overconsume because it's taking too long, and the effect is way different than they thought it was going to be. And they're like, oh, I guess I don't really like cannabis. And then they go away from the marketplace, and they miss out on all these amazing wellness benefits of the plant. And so we wanted to make a product that solved kind of both of those problems. It works relatively quickly, not as fast as smoking, but about 10 minutes. And you know exactly what you're going to get every single time.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned flower and smoking and all that stuff. Obviously, you need cannabis flower to make this product. Now, do you guys only make edibles, or are you guys kind of going to get into the direction of also making vapes and maybe selling your own blend of flower that has a very similar effect?
We only make sublinguals, so we don't even call these edible products.
Okay.
And we've actually lobbied the state of California to create its own category specifically for products like this.
Hell yeah.
Because they work so differently than edibles, and it's really disingenuous to market a product like this from a legal and regulatory perspective as an edible. Because the consumers aren't going to, it's not true to what the consumer experience is really going to be like.
Yeah, it's actually more comparable to a tincture than an edible.
Okay.
Because of just the ingestion method. It's a little bit more effective than a tincture because it's that solid form and stays in place instead of being liquefied and swirling all around. So yeah, just breaking down that wall has been a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, but in terms of product expansion, the way that we're looking at getting more products onto the marketplace is developing more blends, so more specific effect profiles. So eventually we want one for maybe mood enhancement or creativity very specifically, or attention very specifically, and then also rolling out additional sublingual form factors. So the strip isn't the only way to deliver cannabis through that membrane. There's other form factors that we could roll out as well. So that's what we're looking at doing.
Awesome. Now, do you guys have a specific strain of plant that you use and flower to make these products? And do you grow them yourselves, or is it kind of like a wholesale situation? How does that side of it work without giving away too much of the recipe?
Yeah, no, that's not a secret at all. So the way that the whole supply chain works is there's growers, there's extractors, there's manufacturers, and then there's some people who are vertically integrated along that. We are a really small team trying to do a really complicated thing. So we focused very narrowly on just making strips. We don't grow, we don't extract, we don't refine oil. And what we do to create these blends in a reliable way is we buy very narrow bands of cannabinoids, right? So we'll buy the purest form of THC you can get and the purest form of CBD you can get without any other peripheral molecules in it, along with these isolated terpenes that we get. And you combine those together in a formula to make our specific profiles, right? So we're not starting with a strain, because if you start with a strain, you're starting from an actual plant. And that plant expresses in a very chaotic way.
Gotcha.
So you can't control the experience at that point.
Now, also another unique thing is you guys have a way to ingest CBN, which a lot of people don't know what CBN is, but I think is one of the greatest things to ever happen to mankind.
We agree.
So I've had like CBN tincture and a tea once. Now talk about how you guys got into CBN and how much more difficult like finding CBN related products are.
It's super difficult. Yeah, we actually had this product formulated about a year before it launched, but we couldn't find a supplier who could create enough of it for us to actually roll out a product. So that was the biggest hurdle, was finding someone who had the technology to produce CBN. And what CBN is, it's not naturally expressed in the plant. It's a degraded form of THC. So the way I always like to explain this is, have you ever like left a bunch of weed in your car and then tried to smoke it after a few days?
Ironically not.
So a lot of people have, and what happens is if you leave a bag of weed in your car and it like sits in the sun and gets all hot, you'll go to smoke it and it'll be really sleepy.
Okay.
And the reason it's really sleepy is because that heat and that time converts a lot of the THC into CBN. That's how that conversion process happens. So you end up with a very CBN heavy flower, and you smoke it and you just get super tired.
Yeah, the same thing would happen if you like found some weed from like a few years ago and
Yep.
tried to smoke it.
So
and you
you're-
just pass out.
So you're saying I should go buy an ounce and leave it in my car so I have CBN?
You could.
That's
Yeah,
not-
that's
it's not-
exactly what we're saying.
It's kind of like making blue cheese.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's there's
Over time.
yeah, exactly. Aged weed.
CBN is a fine wine of marijuana.
Yeah, there's really crude ways to do it where you're not going to get a very accurate conversion, like leaving it in your car. And then there's very scientific and specific ways to do it, which is what our supplier uses.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Very big fan of it. I can't wait to try your other products. The one that helps me sleep has gotten me through flights. It's gotten me
That's
through sleepless nights. And very
And
big
big
fan.
fights. Oh, sorry. I couldn't.
I haven't taken it in public yet, but you know,
I was just trying to rhyme.
Yeah, I
wouldn't
love it.
take it for fighting. It doesn't really. I don't think it works.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Good.
Perfect.
I have other
We'll
people
have a
who would do
product
that
for
for me. Awesome. So thank you guys so much for coming by. Congratulations on this awesome product. And really, you kind of said it, but we really didn't dive too deep into it. You guys are making a huge change in the state of California.
We're trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really trying to change the way that people look at the consumption of cannabis and think about the reliability of it.
Awesome. Sweet. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you guys. You guys are available at 100 plus dispensaries at this point over
We
the
are.
California and Oregon area.
Just California.
Just
right now.
California?
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Totally.
Well-
Do you want us to name drop, or should we just tell people to go on our website and find a store?
I don't think we have time to drop all 100 stores.
I have the list though.
we'll do it like the end of the medication commercial where they're like, this may cause, and then list all of them.
Right.
If they really want it, they'll pause the video.
Yep. Exactly.
Right.
Awesome. So how can everyone keep up with you guys? You guys are very active on social media that Kelly runs.
I do run our social media. We are at Kinslips, never been deleted. Knock on wood. I hope this is wood. And then we're on Twitter too, but mostly Instagram because I'm the only one doing marketing right now. And then if you go on our website and sign up for our mailing list, you can find out about sales and specific information that we can't talk about on social media.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But if you follow me on social media, maybe I could talk about it.
You can indeed.
Yeah. See that, camera? That's a loophole.
Oh.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming by. And Josh used to be in a band that we played on idobi a bunch.
That's true.
Called Moving Mountains.
Yep,
So
that's
I want to
true.
play a song by you guys because I am pretty much a music-based show.
Cool.
So what song should I play by you guys?
Ooh.
Seasonal.
I think you should pick it.
Seasonal, because Kirby wrote the intro riff.
Awesome. Here is Kirby and Moving Mountains with Seasonal, and I can't wait to try all the seasons of your blends, basically.
Ooh, wow,
nice
you're
one.
clever.
I did it.
Cut.